Hi guys. As you guys can all see by the title, I'm going on one of my dream freaking vacations. This isn't even plugged in. What am I doing? Okay, we're good. I got it plugged in. But anyways, like I was saying, you guys all clicked on this video. I appreciate you guys so much because for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be vlogging my dream vacation, which is Japan. Yay! So the good news is that I'm actually leaving tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, and after that I have to go back into school, which kind of sucks, but I know that during my trip I'm just gonna completely forget about school, so I am just excited and I'm ready to have an amazing time. Now I did mention this in the description, but I'm not gonna be recording for my entire trip because I do want to be respectful. I do not want to like record in places that I'm not supposed to record in, and at the same time I do want to enjoy my trip, as I'm doing it. Now, once again, this is not going to be a full vlog. I do want to include clips such as me going to the airport, me going to the hotel, things that we're going to eat. But like I said, I do want to enjoy the trip. And I'm going to show you guys a haul of everything I got after each day.
Spoiler alert,
But
I forgot
anyways,
to.
I know I keep on stuttering because I literally have brain fog right now. I have been doing so much for the past day because we literally just bought the tickets yesterday and I'm leaving tomorrow. So let's start the video already. Also, I don't think I mentioned this because it's not really important, but I just recently got an electric scooter, and I'm so sorry for the background noise. There's neighbors working, but I just got an electric scooter and I lost the charger for it for 2 weeks, and I was looking for this little headphone set that I'm going to bring with me. I found the charger, guys. I literally found the charger. Like, let me show you. I'm positive that this is it because it has like the same little cord that's supposed to go inside of the charger. And at the same time, I had like two other freaking black chargers that I thought were the electric scooter charger and they weren't. So my electric scooter is waiting outside. I'm gonna go charge it and I'll let you guys know if this is it and if it works.
Spoiler alert number 2. It works.
All right, so right now we are on our way to Target because I thought I had enough like travel size things, but I don't. So we're gonna go ahead and buy more. Oh, never mind. Oops. Alright guys, so we just came back from Target. I got my bag of stuff right here and I'm pretty much packed and ready to go. We're about to leave right now. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna transition this to the airport and I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so we have officially arrived at the airport. It is now 10:30 a.m. and we take off on at 12. So we take off at 12. So we have like about an hour and a half before we leave. And right now, I'm just drawing, to take up some time. I might like read a book. I'm also going to read it on the plane. So I think I'm just going to draw for now. But I am so freaking excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, for some reason the airport is playing Gangnam Style, so if you guys hear that, then I promise you it's not me. But we checked in our bags already, and I did have a Domarone suitcase cover. I am not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but I don't have the luggage right now, so when I get to the hotel, I'll show you guys. Okay guys, since I have like nothing better to do, I'm gonna show you guys a fit check. So the sweater is from AliExpress. It's super, super cute. I also had a matching skirt with it, but unfortunately I changed into pants because I know that the plane's gonna be super, super cold. And we're gonna get to Tokyo around like 5 or 6 p.m. and I know it's gonna be late at night and it might be cold. Actually, no, it's pretty humid over there, but I do want to be comfortable on the first day. So, yeah. And then the pants are also from AliExpress. They did not send me the correct size. Like, I don't know if you guys could see how big these are. I think they were like $20, but they're really, really cute. They're really, really comfortable. So if you see these, I recommend you get these. Okay, and then one more thing are my shoes. I got these from Mexico on my last trip. They were, I think, 5 American, like US dollars. So these were such a steal. And I brought them on my trip today because they kind of relate to my Crocs. I actually gave my Crocs away to my brother, and because he destroyed those things. So I was like, might as well take these ones. They are much more comfortable and they're more cuter than my old black Crocs. So yeah, that's it, guys. I guess I'll see you on the plane.
Spoiler number 3. The flight got delayed by 3 hours, so I had a snack break and watched a show.
Okay, guys, so we just landed, and that was probably the longest 10 hours of my life. The first thing I noticed when I stepped out of the plane is that how hot and humid it is. Right now, we're at the airport to collect our luggage, to claim our luggage, and I'll see you guys at the hotel. Guys, look who I ran into the moment I brought out my luggage. Alright, so we're finally at our hotel after being on the train for about an hour, which was, oh my gosh, it was so crowded, right, Dad?
Yep. Oh,
And
yeah.
there was like people smashing us like back to back, but thankfully we're not on there anymore. A majority of the trip we're gonna be walking, so we don't have to go on the trains. It's not that we hate the trains, it's just that during like rush hour it gets super, super crowded. So right now we're gonna go walk around, see the 7-Eleven, maybe do gashapon, and for literally like right now I'm gonna change out of my pants. Before I do that, I'm gonna change out of my pants, possibly my shoes. I took off my sweater because of how much I was sweating, and I did promise you guys that I was gonna show you the suitcase, the little suitcase cover. It's not the entire suitcase, it's just a cover, which is, oh my gosh, it's so cute, and like so many people were staring at it. I really do not know who this character is. I think he's well known in Japan, obviously, but yeah, we're gonna go walk around now. So I brought 2 luggages, obviously one for the souvenirs, another one for my clothing. My clothing was originally supposed to go in this one, but we somehow managed to fit everything inside of this tiny one. So hopefully I can put a majority of the souvenirs in here, because if I can, then that means I have a lot more space. Before we went anywhere, we stopped by 7-Eleven, and oh my goodness, it was so much better than the US. And I finally went to this place called Don Quixote that I kept on seeing everywhere on Instagram, and in person it is so much louder and so more bright than shown in the videos. And the hair clips were like $3. I wish I would have gotten more, but I at least got Usahana and my melody. Then I got flan from 7-Eleven because I did make a video about me unboxing the Mel-chan toy, and I just realized that I never tried flan. And by the way, it was delicious. The next day, we woke up really, really early because we wanted to get the most of our day, and our first stop was Animate.
Alright guys, we are here today at Japan's most biggest anime store, Animate. We walked over 3 or 4 miles to get here, and now it just opened. It was 11 o'clock, they closed at 9 p.m., so I feel like we're going to be here for a while. Alright, let's go in.
Ever since I saw this store online, I immediately knew that this had to be one of the places that I would go to when I visited Japan. If you guys didn't hear the name of the store in the beginning, it is called Anime, and I do believe there are a few stores in the US, but they are not as big as this one. This one is over 10 stories wide, and the ones in California I visited are far more expensive and they don't have a variety of options. This one was so big that I saw merch of animes/games I didn't even know of, or merch of animes that I didn't even know they had merch of. And I ended up spending over $300. Was it worth it? Nope, not at all. But at least I got these cute Vocaloid stickers. By the way, there's more in the bag, you just can't see them. Since it was only your first day, there was still so much to do and see. Visited the Harajuku brand 6% Doki Doki in person, which was amazing. We did claw machines and gashapon. And we visited so many parks and temples that could have lasted us a lifetime. But I'm not complaining. That one jumped up and spilled all the chicken, so we don't have any for the little puppies. Oh, you want some, don't you? Then, believe it or not, we found AC/DC rag, which immediately reminds me of Cybergirl, and look at this amazing Hatsune Miku shirt I found. I think visiting Akihabara was one of my most favorite parts of the trips, just because of how lively it was. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you're in Tokyo, please visit Akihabara. The moment I hopped on the train to Kyoto and from all the way back home, I regret not buying so much. But speaking of Kyoto, that is our next stop. We left Tokyo and now we are arriving in Kyoto, and after this is Osaka. How long are we staying for? I think like 3 days. Okay. The train ride wasn't actually too bad. It was about 2 hours, which actually felt like 30 minutes. And what I like about Kyoto is that it's more calm and it's just more quiet. No, I'm not giving you more. I'm not sure why, but I felt more at ease in Kyoto, maybe because it was less crowded, and in my opinion, the locals here are nicer. It was still very hot. In fact, I think it was actually hotter than Tokyo. But it was so worth hiking up a bunch of hills in 100-degree weather to see this monkey sitting on a tree. Now, no, this wasn't the only monkey we saw, but I don't know why I didn't take more videos. There was probably like 20 more monkeys, and the place is called Monkey Park if you're wondering. Then we discovered that a 10 to 20 minute walk away from our hotel was an anime store, and we probably visited this like 3 times a day. There really wasn't any particular reason why. I was just hoping that they would be restocking every day, which they didn't. But I got a lot of things from there, and I did have my eye on the Supersonico figure, which I also did get. And I made a video about getting hers, so go check out my channel if you want to see. I seriously couldn't believe it, but just like that, our trip to Kyoto was officially done. I guess I wasn't too bummed about it because we still had Osaka to visit, and I was super excited about that. But I think Kyoto was my favorite out of all 3 of them. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that. We are now leaving Kyoto, and I'm so sad because we were only here for like 3 days, and I saw a Teto plushie that I wanted to get, but it was impossible, so now we are heading to Osaka. We arrived here by train again, and just like last time, it was as quick as like 30 minutes, and the crowds slowly started to emerge. Also, look at these adorable puppies that I wanted to put in my suitcase and bring home with me, but unfortunately I couldn't, obviously. And I apologize in advance because I forgot the name of it, but our hotel was right by the guy that opened up his arm. It's like a tourist spot. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it was literally like a 2-minute walk from there. After we settled into our hotel, we decided to grab a little snack, and that was it for the day. Now the next day was different because today we were going to be visiting the deers in Nara Park, which I have seen all over Instagram and YouTube, and we weren't even at the park yet, but apparently they crossed the streets to go look for, I don't even know why, but it was super adorable. Like, look at the little mom and its baby. And I kid you not, it literally took us until the last day to realize that there was a bunch of clothing stores behind our hotel. Like, bro, I wish I could buy a dress from here, but it's like $400. But the people here dress so well, and at least I got 2 shirts and a hat, which I was really excited to wear. And finally, guys, my 2-week trip is over in a 16-minute video. I'm not going to spend too much time going over what I liked and didn't like about Japan, so if you guys want to hear my personal experience, go into the description. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for waiting and watching. Bye!